The French International School in Washington is increasing its tuition fee by 15%, and enrollment fees are going to double. Many here believe this is straying from the original purpose of francophonie, the idea that the French language and culture should be promoted and easily accessible all over the world. This family is very attached to the concept of francophonie. No wonder. Salima, the mother, comes from French-speaking Morocco, has Swiss citizenship, and is married to a Frenchman. When she arrived in Washington, she wanted her children to be in close contact with the French language, so the family decided to live in a house near the Rochambeau French International School. But now, with the tuition increase, things might be about to change.
We don't really have much of a choice. With the school increasing its fees, middle-class families can't afford it. And American schools, that's not really what we were looking for.
For
us, the 14.5% increase, which is almost €2,000 more, that really isn't easy for us to handle. We don't know if we can put our two children in the same school.
Being a French expatriate living in the United States doesn't necessarily mean being very rich. Many French-speaking families in Washington believe this tuition increase is going to restrict the access to the French International School to the rich families who can afford it, or those who are lucky enough to have these fees paid by their company. This is going to build a cultural gap, they say, light years away from the universal and humanistic dimension attached to the concept of francophonie.
French-speaking parents who, up till now, wanted to keep French culture alive within their family are probably going to say, well, let's try the American educational system. It might be just as good, and their public schools are also free.
Because of money and management issues, the promotion of French language and culture will shrink back in Washington. The school doesn't want to communicate on this, but parents would like to know what is going on.
They're having a hard time justifying these new fees and why expenses are on the increase. We're not getting any detailed information on this. There's a lack of financial transparency here.
This group of mothers already represents about 300 families and is off to meet the French ambassador in Washington. They hope France's ambitious cultural promotion policy won't leave Washington on the sideline.